The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready up!
Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Young to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
On the top defense. NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Purdy to throw it on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Young looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Taken in at the 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Jacobs going to try the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he's got room. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 24. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. So they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Young on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 41, Purdy going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, Purdy
finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Purdy. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Brock Purdy keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak, and the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Shotgun now with Purdy. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Purdy now to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Dawson Knox, 33 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
A final shot before break. Purdy. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams, 48 yards.
And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Purdy looking to throw.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Jaguars force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Young off play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That was no 3rd and 2, that was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going with their tight end on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
ETN once more.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground with ETN.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That throw by Young incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
On second down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Purdy on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And that's complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
They don't get in their partner, but I don't think that's a bad thing for them, right? Just bleed the clock now, right? Take your time running your plays. And, yeah, you want to get into the end zone.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Brock Purdy.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Young to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down.
Able to find Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Young.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run it here on the jet sweep. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A give to ETN running right.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Right there, hurt.
And they'll run with ETN.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now Young.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Let's go. 19 right.
Here's Young. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.